Okay, in today's video about XCN, we are going to check out this move down and see what is the likely target for it. And also we are going to check out this move on the upside, and I'm going to show you a very important sign that happened recently in XCN suggesting maybe overall we are bullish. And I'm going to tell you what is my ideal trading setup in this area. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about XCN, we were right around these areas, and the idea was even from the current point we can get another move on the upside, because there is a chance that this is going to be like an A triangle into wave B and another 5-wave down into our C leg, indicating maybe this is actually the low of our correction. And I also said you can identify an impulse starting from the lowest low. So what you should not do in here is taking a short position. Why? Because if you open a short position in here, first of all, your risk to reward ratios do not really make a whole lot of sense. And second, it seems like overall in this phase, we are having a corrective movement. And after it's over, we are going to get some more moves on the upside in XCN. So what happened? We did get, I'm going to say, a relatively strong move on the upside. And again, that was exactly my point. If you would have opened a short position in here, you probably would have lost quite a bit of money. Now, in this region, we can consider two different possibilities. Scenario number one is the bullish scenario, indicating maybe these are a series of 1-2s, meaning this is one, this is correction for wave 2, and soon we're going to get a move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree might be into the wave 3, the correction for another move on the upside into wave 5. This can actually happen. Question is, what is going to be a likely target for this wave 2 right in here? Well, you see, this move on the upside in here happened a bit too fast, and as a result of it, in H1 time frame, we created a very important gap, which is at the same time around also a decent support area, about, let's say, the 17.5 cents area. So from my point of view, makes perfect sense to say this move can continue a little bit more, since I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. Now, in these areas, when we get here, you want to see a very strong bounce back in form of an impulse in XCN in order to talk bullish with a bit of confidence. What we do not want to see is a move down in order to get a break of this level, because at that point, odds are this move is going to continue. And on it, we're going to take the lowest low down here about, let's say, like the 16.5 cents area. So this would be kind of a bad sign for in the short term. But from my point of view, it's actually going to be a beautiful, beautiful trading opportunity. Why is that? Let's go around here. Excuse me. There we go. So if you want to say, I am wrong in XCN and we are actually bearish and we're going to have our final top around this area, let's say this is like a very strong resistance, then okay, fair enough. Off of the highest high, you need to show me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave impulsive structure down. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. Okay, so we talked about this before. This can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction up, maybe an A, B, C, D, E, H triangle, and another 5-wave on the downside. And these are the sub-waves for, you know the deal, an A, B, C zigzag. And pay attention, this A, B, C, I'm going to say now, kind of got confirmed when in this phase up in XCN, we took the highest high in this region about, let's say, like the 22.5 cents area. Now, why is this important? Because that does kind of confirm overall in this whole move on the downside, we are having a correction structure. And this is the key. If we get like another move down, well, okay, since I believe overall this is a correction and this is also an impulsive movement on the upside, well, right in here is going to be a beautiful, beautiful trading opportunity for me. Now, overall, if you are an investor, well, okay, I don't really have a good answer for you whether these areas are great buying opportunity or not, because when you go on daily time frame, and let's put the chart on logarithmic, there we go. As you can see, the price has risen way too much, starting from the lowest low down here about, let's say, 0.1 of a cent. So again, if you want to buy XCN right around this area for the mid to long term, you need to consider that you are not buying around the lows in here. However, having said that, I still do not believe that our move up overall is over, and more likely than not, this is 5 up into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, big 5 wave on the upside, very strong one into wave 3. This move probably is a correction for 4, and what are we going to have next? You know the deal, most likely another move on the upside into wave 5. So again, do not get me wrong, overall I am still optimistic in XCN, but I'm not going to tell you right in here you should buy for the midterm, because your stop loss is kind of going to be huge. Now, I said if we get a move down in the short term, that's going to be a trading opportunity. And that, from my point of view, basically comes down to the risk to reward ratios. Let's say we're going to get something like this, a move down, in order to reach to about, I would say, a rather important area of demand around, I think it was the 14.5 to 15.5 cents area. At that point, let's say I'm going to open a long position. What is going to be my stop loss? Well, it's going to be under the lowest low down here, about, let's say, 0.7 of a cent. And what is going to be my target? At least taking this high, about, let's say, 27.5 cents. So I'm going to have basically around a 7.5 cents stop loss, and at the same time about, yes, a 12.13 cents target. And it means, well, my risk to reward ratio is about 1 to 2, which is really not that bad. That's why if we see a move down in XCN, it's actually going to be a beautiful trading opportunity. So let's have a quick conclusion and wrap up today's update. In XCN, we can have a series of 1-2s, and again, this can be 1, 2, and soon we can expect a decent move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. Now, in like very short term, for example, if you want to know what is happening in the next 24 hours, I think there is a clear gap in H1 time frame, which is at the same time around a very important support, about the 17.5 cents area. And since I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled, from my point of view, makes perfect sense to say maybe this move is going to continue a little bit more. And if you see that, you shouldn't really be mad at all. Now, the point of today's update is this: in XCN, in this phase on the upside, we took these highs right in here, which is kind of a very important bullish sign, indicating overall we are having a correction structure, and after it's over, we're gonna get another move up. And right now, we can be bullish on XCN with a bit more confidence. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ONYX coin's price charts. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.